When I'm preparing for an audiobook, I will sit down and do one big read all the way through without stopping. Well, I'll stop, but in terms of researching stuff that I need to do, I'll do that later at another time. I'll read through the first time, circle anything I need to look up, circle any specific dialects I might need to work on, or specific characters that maybe have larger parts that I want to make really specific. And then I'll go back and work on each of those things. I'll look up what I need to look up, things that I don't know, places, words, etc. I'll do any dialect work that I need to do, and we've done a lot with dialects in the past couple of books. And I'll work on specific characters, take a little chunk of time to take a look at or listen to what I'm thinking about for those particular characters. The difference between working in the theater, doing something on stage, and doing audiobook work, for me, is that when I'm working in the theater or performing, I have my entire body to work with. So I have a full range of movement stuff, I have staging stuff that I can do, and I have my voice. But in here, in the booth, all I have is my voice. So I have to be very specific about vocal choices, about rhythm, about cadence, and about how I can do a very specific character with those tools. So hopefully that translates into making some of my stage work better. Hopefully. When I am preparing for a session, a couple of things, tricks of the trade, I guess. First, I try not to eat right before a session because otherwise you get the stomach gurgles all the way through. Second, I usually bring with me a big thing of water and sometimes a big thing of tea. And third, I try and take breaks every hour or so, a nice 10 minutes to rest my voice, to get more tea, to get more water, etc. Because I find that staying hydrated with tea, lemon, honey, whatever, works for you, is really kind of the key to working for 6 hours straight vocally. I guess one thing that comes to mind when I think about something you might not know about recording audiobooks is the fact that we laugh a lot while we're doing this. It's just funny, the funniest sounds come out of your mouth, or the funniest little gurgle, or you say a word in a crazy way. And it's just the three of us. It's the director of the piece, myself, and the engineer. And, we get an eye line at each other through the glass. And I don't know, we have a lot of fun doing it. So then we have to kind of pull ourselves away from that and go back to whatever we happen to be doing with the tone of that particular book. But we laugh all the way through our day.
Seth, the engineer, what can you tell us about Seth?
Seth is fantastic. Seth is extraordinarily professional and also incredibly, non-invasive isn't the right word, but respectful maybe of the actor's work. So he never makes me feel self-conscious about what just came out in a funny way or what I might need to rethink and try again. He always asks in a very professional way, can we try that again?
Okay, I've turned the camera off now.
Yeah.
What can you really say about Seth?
That's what I would actually say about Seth.
All right, thanks, Angela.
Chapter 16, Mr. Monk and the Conspiracy Theory. The tow truck took my car to a full-service gas station where I had 4 overpriced tires installed. I made Monk pay for it. He didn't argue too much with me because I convinced him that he wasn't buying the tires. He was paying for the rare privilege of helping the technician balance them and place the proper counterweights on the rims. I drove Monk home. Stottlemyre was parked in front of Monk's building on Pine Street, sitting in his Crown Vic, smoking a cigar. Here's something odd I've noticed about cops. They drive around all day in black and white and unmarked Crown Victorias, the standard vehicle used by law enforcement agencies nationwide. So you'd think that when they bought their own cars, they'd want something entirely different, something less big, boxy, and official. But no, they don't feel comfortable in civilian cars. They want to be cops at home, too. Which may be why divorce rates among cops are so high. Perhaps if they ditched their Crown Vics, they would be less likely to be ditched themselves. Monk got out. I rolled down my window and smiled at Stottlemyre.